What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and I would have thought that the one thing that could unite everyone would be the exploitation of children, but I guess I was wrong because there are still people out there that are defending Cuties as the cancel Netflix movement still rolls right along. Netflix is bleeding subscribers. We're going to take a look at some numbers today that show just how much this has impacted them, just how much the cancel Netflix movement has affected them and the loss of subscribers. But also the director has finally spoken out. And did she apologize? Did she say I was wrong? No. She has doubled down on the movie that she made, the disgusting filth that she put out there. So we're going to take a look at her words and also a couple other things. Cuties director defends Netflix film amid potential U.S. government investigation. That is true. There are some U.S. lawmakers that decided to take this a step further and actually start investigating the entire process for how this film got on Netflix, the making of this film, all of these things. I don't know if it's going to be able to go anywhere, but I do know one thing. The children that were exploited during the making of this, the over 600 girls that had to audition for this, who knows what they personally were asked to do. It is disgusting. And any person that watches these clips that are going around sees these crotch shots, these booty shots of these young girls, right? That is not about making a movie to vilify sexually exploiting children. You can do that without some of the things that they have done. Of course, I think everyone should probably... I thought everyone would agree that this is garbage. I think even more people would probably agree that exploiting children is bad. You don't have to actually sexually exploit children to make a movie that says this is bad. This is not rocket science. This is not anything that I'm saying that's crazy talk. This is what everyone thinks. All normal people in the world. If you're not a pedo or a pedo supporter or apologists, then you think that as well. Let's take a look at this. Cuties director, Mamona, I don't know how to... I'm just going to say Cuties director, has defended her Netflix film amid a potential U.S. government investigation. It's because I saw so many things and so many issues around me lived by young girls that I decided to make this film and sound an alarm and say we need to protect our children. Well, you did that job pretty well. You did sound the alarm because the people that we need to protect our children from are people like you who think it's okay to make a film with those kind of shots in them. You are absolutely disgusting. And it even goes into further. What she says down here in this article, she basically blames it on Netflix and the marketing, which I think is crazy, considering the part they used in the marketing that blew up, that poster that everyone saw. That scene is in the movie. It's the climax of the movie, essentially. And what you see in the movie is about 10 times worse than anything that was on that poster. You can see, she says, the controversy started with that artwork. The most important thing to watch is to watch the film and understand we have the same fight, says Decor, responding to criticism the film goes over the line in portraying children in a sexualized manner. You're right. The controversy did start with the artwork. But you realize that when you come out, you say, oh, that artwork doesn't represent this movie. And then it turns out that the artwork does represent the movie. In fact, it specifically represents everything that is in the movie. Yeah, that is why people are freaking out. The movie that you made, it has nothing to do with how it was marketed. That just drew our attention to it. If it had been something that was nothing to do with that artwork, if that artwork had been, wow, this is way over the line, not really representative of what we see in the film, then there wouldn't be people freaking out saying that we need to cancel Netflix. But that's how it is. Look at this. Cuties backlash led Netflix US cancellation to spike nearly 8-fold, analytics firm says. Now, they talk about how the campaign started with the cancel Netflix. A campaign waged against Netflix over Cuties and the film's sexualized portrayal of children produced a surge in US subscription cancellations over the weekend, according to a research company, Yipit Data. Netflix subscriber churn rates began to rise on September 10th, the day after the release of Cuties on Netflix, where the hashtag #CancelNetflix was the top trending spot on Twitter. Netflix cancellation rates in the US jumped to nearly 8 times higher than the average daily levels recorded in August of 2020, reaching a multi-year high. So this is not now just something that we're talking about on the internet. People are actually taking action. Now, we talked about the 600,000 people that had signed a petition to cancel their Netflix subscription. I don't think that all of them probably will, but I know a big chunk of them will, in addition to other people who aren't even signed up on there, who don't even know about that petition, who are just disgusted in it themselves. They will cancel it. And that is what the data has shown. Now, Yipit did not reveal the number of subscribers they lost. They did not reveal that, which is disappointing. I would have loved to know that, but that is not something that they released. However, the idea that cancellations have gone up times 8, eightfold. That is an incredible number. That is not a number that Netflix should be ignoring right now. And they continue to try to defend it. But I mean, it's not just them. You know, woke Twitter desperately tries to defend pro-pedo movie Cuties. And you saw all these people that for somehow, right, Cuties designed to push buttons has pissed off the right people. That is what Tim Roby said. And then we talked about this too. The freak out about Cuties bothers me almost more than anything I've seen in a decade as a critic. These people who are trying to portray the freak out as, well, it's only people on the alt-right. It's only right-wingers. It's only conservative. It's only Trump supporters. No. Everyone is and everyone should be upset about this. The fact that the media is trying to protect it says a lot about the media, doesn't it? When you go and you look, right? When you look at the Cuties official trailer, look at that ratio. 50K upvotes, so we found the 50,000 pedos right here with the upvotes. Almost 2 million downvotes. This is about a 2% like ratio. You can't tell me that at a 2% like ratio, the only people coming and bombing that are right-wingers. I don't believe you, media. Shockingly, I don't believe you. That's about the same percentage, actually, as this ratio right here. We talked about Mr. Girl. We talked about his disgusting defense of this movie. 840, not even a K up, not even 1,000 likes to 41,000 dislikes. Hey, but he got 145,000 views, so congrats to him for getting attention that he wanted. I don't know if he wanted quite this much, but now he has it. But look at these members of the media. France's Director Guild, Cuties boycott is an attack on creative freedom fueled by conservatives. Cuties, the extraordinary Netflix debut, they became a target of the right-wing campaign. It's not a right-wing campaign. This is a campaign that is being led by parents, primarily. That I can guarantee you that. Parents have been the leaders of this because parents, if you are a parent and you see this, there is no way that it doesn't make you sick to your stomach. The idea that someone could do that to your child. And again, I understand what the purpose of this movie is. The purpose is to say, yes, that is bad. That is how you should feel if your children gets exploited in that way. You don't need to exploit children to do it. Bottom line, you don't need to actually murder someone in a movie to show that murdering people is bad. Same thing with animal violence. You don't actually need to have a dog sit there and you kick the shit out of it to show that that is a bad thing. That's not something that is normal. That's not something you should do. Don't sexually exploit children. We know it's bad. If you want to make a movie saying it's bad, that'd be an awesome thing to do. If you actually do it in the movie, we're going to call you out. And if you defend it, we're going to call you out. Netflix Cuties doesn't advocate sexualizing young girls. It condemns it. But unfortunately, just like I said, they actually do it in the making of this movie. And then what do people do? Then people defend it. Then people defend what they have done. So in reality, you are defending it. If you're defending this movie, you are advocating that thing, as long as it's done the right way. Well, we can do it as long as we're making a movie that says it's bad. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot wrong with that. There's a reason that people are fed up. There's a reason that cancel Netflix is still going strong. There's a reason that people are canceling it left and right. It's because they're disgusted. It's not because they're voting for Trump. It's not because they're on the far right. It's not because they're QAnon conspiracy theorists, right? That is what the media is trying to push. The media is trying to vilify anyone who says Cuties is bad. I don't know why they're deciding to die on this hill. It's pretty disgusting, but it is, again, the mainstream access media. We will not forget. We will not forget all the people who are defending this. You can try deleting your tweets when you get called out and you get into an argument that maybe you regret. You can delete your tweets if you want, but we will never forget what you said about this movie and defending the people that defend the movie. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.